So, yeah, as I'm bringing up pleasure and being the generator of your own pleasure without asking for permission from anyone else, without waiting for someone else to give you or to grant you pleasure, what comes up for you? And I'm just going to pause for a moment because let's kind of clear out some of the beliefs that we might have learned growing up or we have in our body that has shut the door to gaining access to our own pleasure. So if something's coming up for you, something that you've learned, some belief, like, I always think of like guilty pleasures. So somehow pleasure is associated with guilt. We're going to tease that apart. So you can let me know in the chat if there's something comes up for you around having access to your own pleasure. Another one that is selfish. It's selfish just to imagine having a whole day based on just following your own pleasure. Ooh, that feels selfish. What? What about other people? What? Just all for me? But I haven't earned it. What did I do to earn pleasure? What have I done? That's sometimes something that comes up. Like I have to, just like rest, I have to I have to do so much and then I can have pleasure. There's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself after cleaning the house or, doing something really active. That's great. But pleasure itself can also be fueled into any activity that you do. Good question. Is pleasure happiness? It certainly brings happiness, doesn't it? It's certainly, I think it's more specific, but yeah, you're not usually happy, are you, when you're in a state of pain? So I would probably equate it with happiness, satisfaction, with safety, with aliveness, And but don't forget, aliveness is everything. So anger is aliveness. The greed, the wants, the desires, that's also aliveness. So it certainly adds into the pot of happiness, 100%, Jen. So this is a movement from depriving yourself to a sense of fulfillment. And again, I will say this, imagine a world of women that felt fulfilled and satisfied, even if it's just for a moment. We would take down the industries. We would take down, it would just be like a falling away. So when it comes to pleasure, if, by the way, in the recording or for the ones that are alive, we're all alive. If you do suffer with chronic pain and you would like an extra webinar that I did on pain, pleasure is the antidote to chronic pain, please just email me and I'll send it to you. Because I've started to see that we can focus on the threat, we can focus on fixing that habit, changing that thought, and kind of micromanaging ourselves, or we can actually replace that with one of the most pleasurable activities, pleasurable habits, pleasurable thoughts. For example, if say you have an addiction of some kind and you know at 5 o'clock you really crave a drink. So you're like, oh, okay, here comes 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And every time you say that, you're actually closer to doing it, believe it or not. But what if you said, I can't wait for 5 o'clock because I am going to allow myself to have the most pleasurable experience of this lovely non-alcoholic drink that I really like, and I'm going to have a hot bath, and then I'm going to put some nice smelly salts in there, and then I'm going to put on some music, and then I'm going to eat some chocolate, and then and on and on and on and on and on. I hope you can feel the power and excitement in that, so that you no longer are fighting with yourself to fix something, or you're actually just expanding it into pleasure, and then you end up really replacing those neural pathways with something else that feels a heck of a lot better. So let me just pause there for a moment and just see if you're having ideas, or if you are or if anything's coming up for you. It's like when you do something you really love, everything else like pain or worry melts away. Yes. And what if you did more and more and more of what you really love because it's possible. And it might sound selfish, but whose program is that? That's not ours. And so we fill our well, all those things that we love. Maybe we surround ourselves with pictures of people that we love. We buy the chocolate that we love. We do the walks that we love. We smell the flowers that we love. And this is not at the expense of avoiding the pain in your body or the pain in your life or the pain in the world. But I will tell you that you will be no help to anyone if you're only focused on that. It's not helpful for the world, let alone you. And if you really want to see the magic happen, start following your pleasure, start following your aliveness. Oh, I see anger. I see angers along the way. Okay, come along. I see you and we're on the path of pleasure. Oh, I see some desires, some wants, some needs over there. Come along. We're on the path of pleasure. Oh, I see, somebody that really irritates me. Oh, I feel that irritation. All right, come on along. We're on the path of pleasure. And you will light up not only yourself, but the people around you.